All right, let's jump right in. We're going to take a look into the very near future of cyber threats, a future where, honestly, the old rules just don't apply anymore. The whole game has changed, the attacks have evolved, and the battlefield, well, it's more complicated than ever.
Now, just so you know where all this is coming from, everything we're about to cover is pulled directly from Radware's 2026 Global Threat Analysis Report. It's this incredibly deep, data-packed look at the trends from 2025 that are really setting the stage for what we're all about to face. So, the report kicks off with this really powerful idea. It calls the current landscape a digital Garden of Eden. And, that sounds nice and peaceful, right? But it's not a paradise for us, the defenders. It's a paradise for the attackers, just filled with all this tempting, low-hanging fruit for them to grab.
So what exactly is this hacker's paradise? Well, think of it as an environment that's just overflowing with opportunities for them. We're talking unpatched vulnerabilities, business logic flaws, which are basically clever ways to trick a system into doing something it wasn't supposed to, and a whole new world of AI-powered weaknesses. And right in the middle of it all, that's the cyber apple, the ultimate prize, whether it's your data, your money, or just control. And everyone is fighting for it.
Okay, so the first major trend to understand is this military-style strategy they're calling the pincer movement. And this isn't just one attack. No, it's a coordinated two-front assault. The whole point is to overwhelm and outsmart defenses by hitting them from two completely different directions at the exact same time.
And here's how that pincer works. One arm is just pure brute force. These massive, overwhelming distributed denial of service attacks, or DDoS, that are just designed to smash you offline. The other arm, though, is surgical. It's made of smaller, way smarter attacks that go after your application's business logic, trying to sneak right past your defenses without anyone noticing. It's the sledgehammer and the scalpel together.
And when we say brute force, the scale is just staggering. Get this. The ACRU botnet set a new global record, hitting a target with a 29.7 terabit per second DDoS attack. To put that in perspective, that's a flood of traffic that was pretty much unimaginable just a couple of years ago. And now, it's a reality. But here's the other side of that pincer, and this is where it gets really clever. While those massive attacks are grabbing all the headlines, a whopping 94.4% of web attacks are now actually smaller. They're designed to fly under the radar, frequent, persistent, and just quiet enough to slip right by traditional defenses that are only looking for those giant floods.
And this shows you exactly where these battles are being fought. The map has been completely redrawn. Just look at the jump in North America. It went from being the target of about half the attacks in 2024 to over 63% in 2025. It has become the absolute primary theater for these huge network assaults.
So the next massive evolution in this whole landscape is, of course, artificial intelligence. AI has really become a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's making it way easier for beginners to launch really sophisticated attacks. And on the other, it's creating entirely new kinds of autonomous threats that can think for themselves.
First, let's talk about the democratization of cyber offense. Generative AI is lowering the barrier to entry so much that it's almost gone. So now, someone with hardly any technical skill can just use natural language, literally just typing a sentence, to build and launch a complex attack that not too long ago would have required a whole team of experts.
And this has led to these brand new autonomous attack ecosystems. The first piece of the puzzle here is something called Xantharox AI. The best way to think about it is it's an AI framework that automates pretty much the entire attack, from finding a target to hitting it. It can even heal itself to get around your security. And then, layered right on top of that, you have Hexen Core. This is the orchestration platform, kind of like the brains of the operation. It pulls together over 200 different offensive security tools into one AI-driven command center. So it doesn't just find a weakness, it automatically picks the perfect tool for the job and launches the attack, all by itself.
Of course, these AI systems create their own brand new vulnerabilities. And this one, well, it's pretty scary. It's called ShadowLeak. This is a zero-click attack. An attacker sends an email that looks totally normal, but it has malicious instructions hidden in invisible text. When your helpful AI assistant scans your inbox to give you a summary, it reads those hidden commands and secretly sends your sensitive data right back to the attacker. You never clicked on a single thing.
And from there, the threat evolves into something even more sinister, the zombie agent. With this, an attacker actually corrupts an AI agent's long-term memory. They plant a malicious rule that just stays there forever. From that moment on, that AI becomes a permanent mole inside your system, a silent digital insider threat that just keeps executing malicious commands.
So you take all of this, the incredible speed, the massive scale, the AI automation, and it all leads to this critical new challenge that the report calls the 5-minute problem. Basically, the amount of time you have to actually respond to an attack is collapsing to almost nothing.
And here are the numbers to prove it. The biggest DDoS attacks are now lasting less than 5 minutes. And those record-breaking web attacks, they're often over in under 60 seconds. Think about that. By the time a human being even gets an alert, the attack is already done. Your manual playbooks, having a human in the loop, it's all officially obsolete. There is simply no time.
So, who's taking the biggest hit from all this? Well, this chart of attacks claimed by hacktivists in 2025 makes it crystal clear. It's not even close. Government entities are, by a massive margin, the #1 target. They're facing way more attacks than any other sector combined.
Okay, so faced with these automated, lightning-fast, intelligent attacks, how can anyone possibly defend themselves? The report makes it really clear that we can't keep relying on the old strategies. It is time for a completely new defensive posture. We have to change the rules of the game.
And this new defense is really built on 3 absolutely essential pillars. First up, automation. Your defenses have to react in real time. No human required. Second, massive scale. Your infrastructure has to be built from the ground up to just absorb those terabit-class attacks. And third, integrated intelligence. You need seriously sophisticated behavioral analysis to tell the difference between a good bot and a compromised AI agent gone rogue.
And all of this leaves us with the one final critical question. The attackers have already made the leap. They are using automated, intelligent warfare right now. The real question for 2026 and beyond is, are the defenders ready to do the same?
Hey, if you found this breakdown of the future of cyber threats helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It is a huge help for us, and it makes sure we can keep bringing you more explainers just like this one. Thanks for watching.